Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here, and today we are back with a interesting question that I thought of while replaying Halo 2 again. And yes, I do still replay Halo 2 a lot. It's the classic Halo games, they're just games that you could just replay over and over again, and I don't know, I just never get bored of them. Halo 1, 2, and 3, I could play them like all the time. But anyways, so I thought of a question while playing. What happens if I skip ahead here? We're supposed to wait for Johnson to come over here to this wraith and blow it up, blow up the door so we can go through. But I thought, what if I just skip ahead using a mod tool called Blu Trainer? It lets you pass through any solid objects whenever you want with the push of a button. So I did, and I passed through that door, and well, as you can see, not surprisingly, the inside it's all blown up already. Even though technically Johnson hasn't blown it up yet. But that's not surprising. Why would they bother making the inside perfect if you're never gonna see it? So let's take a look around. What else is in this place? As you can see, it's all empty in here. Even though we hit a loading point, none of the enemies are spawning, and that is because the enemies don't load until Johnson blows up the door, which triggers another loading point before this. But since that trigger never hit, nothing is loaded. And please pardon my low frame rates every now and then. Halo 2 PC is just a pretty inefficient game, and plus I'm using game DVR on the PC to record, so every now and then there might be some lag spikes. But anyways, since we skipped the loading points, when we come over here, the second part of the final boss battle does not load. And as you can see, the platform here is also, still collapsed. It's not floating, it's not active or anything, it's disabled. And what's interesting is that the platform itself is actually not solid, as you saw. I just fell through and I jumped. So I have to use the same trainer, Blu Trainer, to basically float around when there's no solid floor. That's the cool part about this trainer. I can, not only walk through objects, but I can also just float using the same command. But, I don't know if like Blu Trainer can still be found out there anymore. It's kind of, a lot of these old Halo 2 PC mod tools are kind of rare now. But, if you guys have it, feel free to share with others. Sharing is caring. It's a pretty fun tool and pretty nifty to use, and it pretty much enables me to do these mod assisted glitch videos, if you will. An interesting thing that I found out while doing this, as you can see here, is that this door that's normally locked and never opened, if you go through it, it actually leads to this hallway here. Even though there's no door in this hallway on this end, but it actually leads to that hallway. And what's in that hallway, even though it's empty, is during the final boss fight, if you take too long against Tartarus, a few of his brute allies will spawn in that hallway and rush in to assist Tartarus a little bit. So that's kind of interesting that that hallway actually has a door leading to it, but even that door is not never used, and there's no actual door on the other side. But yeah, so for the rest of the video, in just a little bit, first we're gonna see what happens if we go back to Johnson. But in just a little bit, I'm gonna push these crates to the final part of the mission, right before the boss fight, to see if we can mess with the cutscenes a little bit, just like a lot of people can do in other cutscenes across all the Halo games, at least the classic Halo games. I don't know if you can mess with cutscenes in the newer Halo games or not. Now, let's just wait a little bit for Johnson to come and see what happens. As you can see, we deloaded all the enemies, so I'm curious if Johnson still works. It looks like he does, though. So still an arrow, and he's still coming towards us. Now, while we wait for him, I know I've been disappointing you guys with the puns recently. The last few videos we haven't had any, so I'm gonna make it up to you. We're gonna do several puns this video, so hooray! So, what did the trees say to Autumn? Leave me alone. Get it, get it. Alright. Don't worry, I got more puns coming up soon. And I apologize to some of them I've already said before, but I just lose track of which one I've done before or which one I've said in live streams. So, forgive the repeats. I mean, some of them are still pretty good anyways. Definitely worth hearing a second time. Anyways, to push these crates a lot easier and quicker, I used another mod tool combined with Blu Trainer. This other mod tool is called Halo 2 Casca, or H2 Casca, I think. And it's a lot more rare than Blu Trainer, I must say. I remember like many years ago, back when Halo 2 Vista was actually more popular. I had a lot of trouble finding Halo 2 Casca back then. I actually had to get in touch with someone to like share it with me. But ever since, I mean, if it wasn't for him, I don't know if I would have ever found it. It's pretty rare. But basically, Halo 2 Casca lets me enable God mode, like invincibility or invisibility, other stuff like that. It lets me swap weapon projectiles, like I did with the plasma rifle here. I swapped the plasma bolts with brute shots and enabled infinite ammo. And that's pretty much what allows me to do this a lot easier. I mean, I could just melee it the entire time, but that would have taken me way too long. And, there's no point. Just save a little time, use some mods. It would have been the same result anyways. But yeah, so both crates are there. I think I put them in a good spot. Let's just go back and let the rest of the mission continue. Now, the more mod tools I use, I'm using 2 mod tools at the same time, Blu Trainer and Halo 2 Casca. It seems when I use them, Halo 2 PC, no matter how good my computer is, it will still lag every now and then. The frame rate will just suddenly drop. And I don't really know why. I don't know, maybe just like a memory leak with Halo 2 PC. After all, there's been a lot of problems with it, and Microsoft pretty much abandoned this game like not too long after it was released, and pretty much never patched it. There's still so many bugs with it, a lot of crashes. It's a shame though. I mean, I personally like Halo 2 PC, and it could have been a lot better. I guess I guess Halo 2 PC is kind of like an early Master Chief Collection in terms of like all the bugs and everything. Anyways, from this point on, the rest of the mission should continue as normal, and we should spawn and everything. So while we continue on, what do ghosts serve for dessert? Ice cream. Get it? Ice cream. Ice cream. Yeah. Alright, so here we go. Cutscene is loading. And there we have it. Our 2 crates are in the cutscene still. So, I know it's not like a huge thing, but we have modified the cutscene a little bit. And if anybody else has Halo 2 PC and has watched up to this point, if you guys want to try, messing with the cutscene a lot better than I have, I don't know, maybe like stacking the crates on top of each other or blocking, like stuffing it in front of like Tartarus. I don't know if you can, because Tartarus is standing on the platform that usually floats, and as you saw, it's not solid. So technically, Miranda Keys and all the brutes here in Tartarus, they're actually just like floating. I know it looks like they're standing on a floor, but they're actually floating. So that is definitely something that I did not know before. Apparently, until like after this cutscene, the floor there is totally not solid. But yeah. So once again, sorry for the bad frame rate every now and then. I don't really know if there's anything else I can do about that. But the position I put the crates in, I guess they do kind of. I could have put them in better places. I guess it's right between Tartarus and Arbiter. I'm pretty sure that in all the previous Halo games, when you block characters in cutscenes, they just walk right through it. I'm pretty sure it's the same case here. In fact, I think later you do see like Arbiter standing inside the crate briefly. But yeah, so I guess let's just watch the rest of the cutscene with our slight modification. Now, while we're going, What tea do hockey players drink? Penalty. Get it? Penalty? Penalty? Anyways, now in this cutscene, as you can see, all the floors lifted up and are floating. And I'm pretty sure at this point, some solid version of the floor has spawned in place, because now you can obviously stand on it. As for the crates, looks like because the brutes spawned there, it knocks the crates off, but they just basically fell down there, or maybe they got pulled back when the floor was moving, and that's why they fell. I don't know. It could be a lot of reasons why they fell. But yeah, I hope you guys found that interesting, and if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like and leave your thoughts in the comments, and let me know if there's any other experiments you want me to try, because you know, I'm always curious about if there's anything else we could expand on in Halo 2. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, because we've got a lot of other cool content coming out soon, and we will see you guys next time.